What's up, everyone? This is your boy Dash the King, and we back yet again with another video today. And as you can probably see in the title, I want to talk about how who you are is not based on anyone else's opinion. Who you are is who you say you are, and that is all coming from within you, and it does not have anything necessarily to do with anyone on the outside. You are who you say you are. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes talking about that. And if you like this, please give me a like, leave a comment below, and let me know your thoughts about what I'm going to say here. And also consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. So yeah, quick story. Growing up, especially throughout, I want to say maybe middle school, or even before middle school, elementary school, all the way up to middle school, and even some of my years in college. Okay, let's talk about middle school. Middle school, I guess you can say that I was a little socially awkward, and I was shy, and outside of my circle of friends, a few friends I did have, I wasn't a great communicator, and I had a extremely low self-esteem for some reason. Well, I know the reason why. I was picked on in middle school and high school as well, and even some in college. And I was called things, not attractive. I was chubby at the time. I was called chubby, and my father was a preacher. I got teased because of that as well, being a preacher's kid. And it's just a lot of things I think over time kind of like just lowered my confidence in myself and my abilities as well. I wasn't that great as far as good grades goes either. Like, I was always smart, but I wasn't good at taking tests. So I always see some of my peers make good grades, and my grades would not be as good because I wasn't a good test taker at the time. So my confidence and my intelligence was, I would question that. And it even got to the point where I would call myself like things like, man, stupid, unattractive, ugly, fat, just say all these types of negative, nasty things about myself, and it wasn't everything that I was saying about myself wasn't what people were saying about me, not verbatim at least. But it's like the things I said to myself was actually worse than what people would say to me, or what I thought what people would say to me, So, like, man, throughout the years of my life, I've dealt with, negative thoughts and making these affirmations or making these claims about myself that was not true and not uplifting me, so I was really blocking myself from elevating, from being better, from improving, all around. I mean, we all have flaws, but there was no need for me to say these type of things to myself. But it all started, I believe, the root cause of all that was because I was believing what people would say about me. I will believe that, and then I'll take that belief and even make it even worse. There's a story about your mind is a fertile ground. Your mind is fertile. Your mind is like fertile ground where you can plant anything in and it'll grow and give it back to you. So when you plant these seeds of negative thought in your head and you keep feeding that, it's going to grow into a plant of more. You're going to bear more fruit of that negative thought. And it's going to be even worse. It's going to be even bigger than that little seed that was planted there. So if you're dealing with that, or if that resonates with you, we have to guard our minds from those negative seeds that your enemy or the enemy may want to plant in your head. And we have to affirm ourselves things that are true, things that are have virtue, things that are nice. I think that's in Philippians, if I'm not mistaken. But we have to focus on things that are true about ourselves, and not lies, and not believe the lies that we may come up with ourselves, or that our peers may say about us. You know, we are who we say we are. We are who we say we are. There's a verse that says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And there's another one, I can't remember right now. Oh yeah, as a man thinketh, so is he. I think that's in Proverbs as well. So we have to affirm to ourselves and check ourselves on how we're thinking daily. And this is a battle. It is a battle to constantly think positive and to constantly think, powerful, uplifting things about ourselves. At least it is for me. Some people maybe can deal with it better, but for me, every day is a battle for me to, one, stay encouraged, and two, constantly remind myself that I am, highly favored by God. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, highly favored by God. There's a verse that says, I think that's Psalms 139:14. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works. So the Most High God says that you are marvelous. You are his work, and his works are marvelous. So you are marvelous. And some people might think that's a cocky thing to say, but it's not. If God says that's what you are, man, then that's what you are. Then that's what you are. I mean, I know everyone who may come across this may not be a believer in the God that I believe in, but the fact still remains that whatever you think that you are, that's what you are. No matter what you believe in, and it may be true and it may be a lie, but if you think of it enough, it's going to be you, at least to you, and it's going to kind of manifest. But you can manifest a lie, you know what I'm saying? Just because, you say to yourself that you are not smart or whatever, that may not be true, but in reality, it's not true. But if you keep affirming that in your head and in your being, it's going to manifest itself as true, or as something that is tangibly real, even though it's actually not. It's kind of weird how that works, but bottom line, we have to affirm ourselves that we are great, even that we are doing good, and that we are well. Even when things seem like they're not going well, we should affirm that things are going well. Even when you feel down, you should not just say that you're down. We should pick ourselves up and say, I am up, I am feeling good, I am well, I am healthy, and put these things out into the air instead of affirming the negative, or even affirming a lie, One thing that I want to say to my believers is that one thing that we can say about ourselves is that we've been set free from all that. I know I've been set free. I've been set free from pornography. I've been set free from just overwhelming lust. I've been set free from doubt. Well, even though sometimes I still doubt from time to time, but my faith meter, so to speak, is at the highest it's ever been. So doubt is leaking out of me. Eventually I have no doubt, and I'll just have all faith. We have been set free, man. Galatians 5:1. For the freedom of Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not be subject again to the yoke of slavery. I was slave to these negative thoughts in my brain. And all the time, I would just think on these negative things. And like I was saying first, your mind's a fertile ground. You plant these seeds in your mind, they're going to bring back the fruit of what you planted them. So if you're planting these lies and these negative thoughts, what's going to come back is the fruit of all that, which is going to be worse than what you originally planted. It's going to be bigger than what you originally planted. So once I came to the understanding of that, not even that long ago, just maybe about 3 years ago, started planting these seeds of truth and these seeds of faith in my brain and in my mind. And I would recite these things. And, now I'm way more confident than I've ever been in my life, stronger, wiser, just better. And I'm still growing, I'm still growing. I'm not all the way there. But at this rate, thinking long term, 10 years from now, who knows where we'll be? Who knows where you'll be when you start affirming these truths and start planting these seeds of truth in your brain. Who knows where you'll be down the road? The enemy is always going to try to counter that truth, though. The enemy is going to always try to, once you try to plant that seed of truth, the enemy is going to always try to offset that with a lie. So you have to guard your brain against that. And that's why I was saying, every day is a battle. Every day is a spiritual battle for your mind and for your soul. And, we have to be spiritual warriors out here. Spiritual warriors. And we have to prepare our minds for this battle, man. It's a battle. The truth is the truth versus the lie. It's the good versus the evil. Even though we know the God I believe in has already defeated evil, there's still little battles that for a time that's going to go on in our lives. And us as warriors, people, we must equip our minds with the truth and be able to compact those lies that the enemy will say to us or send someone to say to us, because he'll send your friend, he'll send your best friend to you and say something to you that's not even true. But since this is your best friend, who's being used by the enemy, you may succumb to that lie because this is coming from someone that you know and love. It may come from your mom, come from your brother or sister, come from someone you know and trust. And they may not mean you any harm, but it's still something that can damage you if you let it take root in your mind. So we have to guard our thoughts. We have to guard our thoughts and just be careful what we take in, and not only be careful what we take in, if something does get in there, because something will maybe slip in from time to time. Be careful not to nurture that lie. If that lie gets in there, we need to recognize it as a lie and then dig it up, cast it out aside, and not sit there and just baby it and then let it grow into something that's out of control, and the weeds start to take root in your garden, which is your mind, and start to really, take control of your thinking. And next thing you know, you're spiraling downwards, and it can be damaging, man. People probably have deep depression because of that, because they believe the lies their whole life, and now they're at this point where it's just like they're just drowned in the lie, and they have no way out. But Jesus Christ can set them free from that. But at the moment, it's like there's no way out. And I was almost there at one point, but God saved me. He saved me before I got there. And yeah, so, we have to really, really guard our minds and guard what people are trying to put in there intentionally and unintentionally. And just know the truth, man. Know the truth about who you are and affirm it believe it and just live on it. Live on it, and no one ever can take that from you. No one ever can take it from you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with anything that I said. I want to know your thoughts on that. If you like this, please give me a like, and also subscribe and hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram. Friend me on Facebook as well. I have those links below. And I also have a few donation links, like my Cash App and this app called Strike, which is kind of like Cash App, but I think it's a little better. You have a referral code for the Strike app below. If you sign up for that, you get about $10 or so. So that will help me grow this channel. And yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Remember to guard your minds and guard your soul from the attacks of the enemy. This is your boy, Dad's the King. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.